All right, folks, we are on Miraculous episode 19, I think. And lo and behold, we have Cat Blanc part 2, or a.k.a. the Cat Blanc situation. So what happened is that freaking Gabriel's like, ooh, I'm going to have to use my greedy means. And it's like, okay, well, I'm going to be Shadow Moth, and I'm going to send my son to do a press conference for me. And it's like, couldn't you, well, after his 100th whatever, I'm like, couldn't you have rescheduled? It's like, nope, he somehow can't. All that power, and yet you can't freaking reschedule? What the fuck? So Cat Noir was missing, and Ladybug had to use 9 heroes, I guess including herself, no, 10 heroes, to actually take down this new Akuma, which of course is just this guy, this freaking guy who's greedy for money. So that happened, and then now we have the Celestial Guardian who's like, well, this is unacceptable, and you need to find his identity so I know his identity. And it's like, oh, good lord. And I think at this point, Luca knows the identity of both still. And now he's actually learning the consequences of knowing both of their identities. So he's going to still keep it hidden that he knows both of their identities. I would have figured he would have just, played it off and be like, and then stop it 1 second and be like, Ladybug, we already did it. Son of a bitch. Well, anyways, Ladybug, we already did it. I already know his identity. It's like, you should have already just stopped it right there. Instead, we got to see the scenario what happens when Adrian reveals that he's Cat Noir, and eventually Marinette revealed that she's Ladybug, and they technically steadily started dating. And sadly, freaking Gabriel overheard him saying, "Good night, me lady," being like, oh, my son's Cat Noir. And like previously, I think it was the fact of he didn't approve of Marinette, and because he didn't approve of Marinette, he tried to Akumatize her, and Adrian jumped in front as Cat Noir, and that's how he learned that he's Cat Noir. This one he learned because of hearing my lady a lot. It's like, oh, damn it. So yeah, of course what he does is actually shows that his mom has been alive. Apparently it's been 100 weeks since of her disappearance. 100 weeks. Interesting. Gotta remember that. So he revealed that, and as soon as he revealed it, he decided to actually Akumatize Adrian. I'm like, fight it, Adrian, break his Akumatization, fight it. He didn't do it, and he gave up his ring, and now it turns out that Shadow Moth is able to actually do unify with 3 Miraculouses. So he is truly strong. He's truly actually strong, and well, Adrian and Marinette actually supposed to go to the movies, and of course it got broken up by Akumatized Adrian and of course Shadow Moth, who is now extremely powerful. So then she tried to actually do something, and then of course this is when Luca finds out that her sewing box had Zaz in it, but of course I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen in the future. He won't know in the future, but it was very, very dire emergencies. So Zaz actually did time distortion. And as soon as he did that, he was able to stop everything. And well, instead of the Celestial knowing who Adrian is and Cat Noir is, and also Luke already knows. Actually, they both know now. It's like, yeah, it's been a wipe to clean to where Luca knows, Celestial doesn't, Ladybug doesn't know, and vice versa. It's like, yeah, so only, again, Luca knows, and we're still to the point where it's like, when will Luca tell her he knows both? When will he tell her? And apparently, I guess Zaz doesn't know either, and I'm like, Zaz doesn't know that Luca knows? So yeah, we had the freaking issue again of where that freaking Gabriel's a jerk ass, and again, we have this freaking issue of they both can't date. They can't date each other, not knowingly know their identities. So yeah, there we go with that. Oh my goodness. What the fuck, Gabriel? What the megaton fuck, man? What the fuck? It's like, I wish it was different, and I wish that Adrian would have been like on guard, where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna put the ring somewhere and then try to actually make it so that he doesn't know he's Cat Noir, and he just has a replica ring. It's like, he needs to be just like his cousin. So it's like, when that happens, he gives him the ring, and he's like, what the hell? This is not the Miraculous. Because he just said he wanted his ring. He didn't say anything about he wants his Miraculous. He said he wanted his ring. So that means that technically it all could have been covered if Adrian was more like his cousin. But anyways, yeah. We still have the freaking thing of where Luca actually knows. And it's interesting that Luca's not going to stand in anyone's way, being like, oh no, now I know the secret. Now we got to make sure that they're safe and they won't actually partner with each other and stuff. It's like, yeah, he's not that overly. It's good that we have someone who is not panicked. He's very calm and collected, but he knows the full story though. So again, I would like to see how this plays out, but considering we're still gonna dance around this, which is it's fun. It's good storytelling, awesome. But still, though, it's like Luca, you could have stopped all this by just saying to the freaking Celestial and just make it seem like this happened, that the second chance really actually happened, but you already know, so you don't really have to do it. I mean, that makes perfect sense, and Ladybug will never know. She will never know. She already doesn't know that you know both their identities. So, anyways, oh man. Well, I forgot something to tell you in the Miraculous episode 19 episode. That episode. We got to see what happens when Hawkmoth wins. It's amazing, and we get to get to the story. So, yeah, I'm sorry for missing some things. Also, the fact that we get to see them transform in astral form, which they did it before, but this is the first time we actually get to see them actually transform into their flying forms. Cool. With that said, Alright, how to put this? Oh, it's very simple. So you get the Miraculouses of of the Ladybug and the cat, right? And it turns out as soon as you start using the magic, it will just destroy the world. It's like the world will get destroyed. Yeah. And the Kwamis came up with this idea. The world is written in a blue pen, in a notepad. For you to actually write with a red pen, your way of correcting the world and how it is, the old world has to be destroyed. So all the pages in blue will be torn out of the notebook and destroyed. And then you can start writing with your red pen. So that's basically it. So he destroys it, but I don't know exactly what's the cost of it though. It's like, the wish costs something. What does it cost? And apparently Hawkmoth most likely had to have read something, because remember, for me personally, I originally thought, oh, he'll bring his wife back. And then all of a sudden now he says he's going to have to rewrite the world and bring his wife back. What? It's like, since when you had to do that? It's apparently he might have read up on this. And the fact that he knows what happens when he uses the Miraculous's power and the wish. So he already knows that he will destroy the world. And apparently he is fine with it. It's like, yeah, his wife is so precious that he's fine with it. And he just caused Armageddon. It's like, yeah, basically like Thanos, but on a lower scale. It's like, yeah, so he destroys the world, make a brand new world. His wife is there. The end. It's like, yeah, the end. And I don't know. It's like, okay, so after you do all that, now what? You're going to give the Miraculous back and everything? Yeah, but it's like, it costs someone something. It costs something. What does it cost? That's a good question. What does it cost? Does that mean as soon as you're gone, as soon as it happens, you change the world, but you're dead now? Which I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought, is that his wish could just bring back his wife, and he dies, like Mr. Freeze does, in one or two occasions. Simple. No, apparently he is okay with destroying the world, and apparently I guess he might still die. We don't know the cost of this of the wish being completed. We don't know. Thank goodness for Zaz, but still, we don't know. Since we don't know, yeah, it's kind of a messed up deal where it's like, yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I guess I can understand the fact of if it was a wish to bring back his wife and it takes his life to bring her back. Cool. If he wants to bring back his wife and Natalie wants to sacrifice her life to get her back, cool. but he's going to destroy the world to bring her back, and maybe he dies or something else happens, or it's like something, there's a cost and we don't know what the cost is, but we get to see like him being the closest ever of getting what he wanted to do. And it's basically the whole Cat Blanc situation all over again. But at least this time, he's not a jerk and being like, oh, well, I don't like Marinette, I'm going to kumatize her. And then Cat Noir gets akumatized and he destroys his dad. Thus, Cat Blanc has truly went out of control. It's like, yeah, this time's a little bit nicer of a twist. But even though it's nicer of a twist, I still have to say, though, he causes the ends of the world still. It's like, yeah, akumatizing Adrian, again for the second time, destroys the freaking damn world. At least the good news is that he gets to live in that world and make a new one. But the old one is that he just died from that. He just died from it. It's like, what in the world, man? What in the world? So that's the cost, and I'm shocked to see that. So he most likely will never win. Definitely, he can't win. But it's like, why in the world can he actually get over it? Why can't he get over his wife being gone? You know? I mean, we can dive into ones that are just like him, and even freaking talk about Void Knight, even though we don't know his story just yet. So, Pegasus with Cecilia. Cecilia was his childhood friend, and then she died because of an illness. Yes, he can get over it, but the thing is that he was going to use the Millennium Items to just do one thing, and it won't destroy the world. It will just bring her back. That's it. Nothing else. And it won't cost him anything, except for, of course, his well-being somewhat, or maybe he'll be extremely weak. No idea. Mr. Freeze. His wife got a messed up condition. He stole and stole and stole to get enough funds to bring his wife back because, well, she actually has that illness. In some cases, she does get brought back, but he dies. Yeah, he dies from it. That's just how it happens sometimes. He dies from it. But it's like, yeah, but he doesn't destroy the world. He just needs money. That's it. He just needs freaking money. Void Knight, he's getting spore eggs to actually power up a machine to wake up his wife that we don't know. At this point, we don't know exactly how she got in that state. Was he doing his messed up? Oh yeah. He causing the end of the world? Oh yeah. Rangers are saving him, but it's like, yeah, if he took all the spore eggs, it's like, yeah, but they don't know. That's the messed up part. It's like, they both don't know. The Rangers don't know what Void Knight's really doing with those spore eggs. Ladybug and Cat Noir do not know what Gabriel / Shadow Moth wants to do with the Miraculouses. But even so, the messed up part is like, yeah, but Void Knight, he's destroying the spore eggs. They're going to get destroyed, most likely. Or he just needs them temporarily. Hogmoth is the worst one of them all, where it's like, oh, good lord. To bring your wife back, you have to destroy the damn world. It's like, good lord. You have Natalie. She loves you. She loves you. And you're telling me you're still going for this. You're killing Natalie, technically. You're killing your son, too. It's like, you don't care that you're ending the world and killing your son? It's like the son that you'll get in the future, along with Natalie, won't be the same. But yet you're okay with it alongside your wife. And not to mention, do we even know if his wife will be the same if he actually does this? It just gets to the point where it's like, oh my gosh. This is the end game. This is what happens when this crap happens. And I'm like, oh, good lord. Oh, good lord. Yeah, definitely see episode 20. If you want to see what happens when Hogmoth wins, just see the bit like all the way to the end, though close to the end of episode 20 of season 4. And you'll see what happens when he succeeds, which is like, oh, good lord. Like as if someone just did a nuclear warhead, like a freaking Super Saiyan Kamehameha Big Bang Attack, freaking, what was it called? Spirit Bomb, freaking nuclear warhead. That's what he did. Holy crap.